All right, Saggy, let's see what's going on for you guys. Let me see what the situation is here for my Sagittarius. Rolling right into the second week. Guys, you have to let me know if you want this to be your weekly because you're not really on the roster. What's the situation for my Saggies? So if this resonates with you and you like my style, by all means, comment down below so we can do this. There's going to be extended, mostly because there's people here who have all access, so they're going to want to see your extended reading. And then there's the subscriptions and memberships, which you guys can also have access to the extended readings. It's mainly love, and it's about your person, their feelings, their thoughts, etc., what they're going to do, this line of questioning. But this reading is general. All right, so this is going to apply for everybody. Another pro tip for those of you who are new to my channel, you are my queens, male or female. If a king pops out, that is the incoming energy. I don't do that for privates or personals. I just do it for YouTube. I made my peace with the heavens, so they respond in kind for me to know how to read and what to say to you. All right, with that said, we're starting off with a bang, quite literally. Boom, in your face tower, along with 8 of Pentacles. I'm trying to understand what you're doing here because it looks like you're just working on something with your head down, even though that there's something really fucked up that's going on in your world. All right, that is a catalyst for something huge, upending, life-changing, your world shattering. If not shattering, changing it way different. That's a fight that leads to a divorce. That's a fight with a boss that leads to a firing. That's a fight with a friend that, you know, it's non-reversible. That's something big. It's something that changes your dynamic to the point where it's shocking. It can even be something eye-opening. But you're still sitting there. I'll still do me. I'll keep working on myself, my craft, my relationships, blah, blah, blah. Now, this is either about your career and your job, or this is about a relationship in the sense of marriage and commitment. Because I see the 10 of Pentacles, marriage, commitment, and a lot of money in your home, to, oh my goodness, here I am by myself now, single to mingle as a tasty little Pringle. So we go from the 10 to the 9, and we stop talking to somebody. Now, let's continue and see what's going on. Obviously, I'm going to clarify those bad boys. So hang tight and see why you're starting out with a tower. I mean, it's not shocking. I'll tell you why in a sec. Universe, angel, spirit guides, what's coming in towards my Saggies, please? We just had 2 major eclipses, or a big fat one in September. So honestly, that was your old life. This is, you were hanging on to it for far too long. So the universe said, you know, you not doing something is doing something. It's showing us you're willing to tolerate a miserable situation forever and a day. Fuck that, Saggy, no. We're taking it goodbye. All right? So it's like, you know, you're sick of waking up and going to work and dealing with all these idiots. So the universe says, we gotta get Saggy out of here. This is, you know, something that's falling apart, and we're like, we gotta get Saggy out of here. I'm talking about the universe. You're in a marriage or relationship that's absolutely toxic or crazy or I don't know what, or it's not growing, it's not evolving. We gotta get Saggy out of here. It's that vibe. Anyway, back to this. Wow. Fire incoming. Remember I told you about the kings? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They don't have to be a fire sign. This is your opposing energy. So this is incoming energy. This is the person that you're dealing with. There's something here where you're curious. Now, I don't know if this is a new person or this is an old person, but I do see you being curious. Maybe you're curious to see where it's going to lead, where it's going to go, what the direction or the path is. Because I see you being slightly confused as to what is the right fit for you. Now, I'll get to the bottom of it. Hang in there. What is it that Sagittarius doesn't see coming their way, please? Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. All right, well, you're definitely holding on to something. So even though this is like crash and burn, because I know this is a spark of a collapse. This is your home coming down. Your house is on fire. I don't think you're going to go back in there. It's like the first floors, I mean, the second and the third floor is already gone. So I'm going to tell you right now, you're holding on to that. You're holding on to a relationship, a person, a job, a situationship. You feel guilt. You feel regret. The woulda, coulda, shoulda. I should have said this. I should have said that. I could have done this. I could have done that. No. What's meant for you, Sag, won't pass you by. And if it goes away, it's got to come back correct or right or the right fit or changed and completely different. So let me show you something. You still have 2 cups of abundance to work with here. What is the advice here for my Saggies, please? Oh, all right. Let's talk cards. You have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, you have a solid new start. You need to get excited over this. The universe gave this to you. I don't know how you feel about it yet, but in your advice position, when I see an ace, this is a blessing from the heavens. This is an opportunity. So what you make of it is what you will, Sag. All right, so this is a new job for me or a solid new start to a relationship. It's like golden. But I see you still being like flighty, like in, out, casual, non-committal. I don't know if you're being that way because you don't know how you feel about it, or you just got single, or you just left one place and this is like you're going to go to another already. I don't know. If it's being offered, I would take this opportunity, especially post-eclipse. All right? Because the universe was taking out the trash. Not saying that your last person or you were trash. I'm just saying like it was trash or it got trashed. It was done. What is the outcome, please, for the week, please? Ten of Cups and the Queen of Cups. All right, so here you are, my little friends. You're in love, or you're emotionally mature and available. You're available for a relationship. Your heart chakra is there and it's open, right? But you feel stuck. I see you getting into a happy relationship, though. If this isn't a relationship, then this is a happy environment. It's like being in a job or getting a job where you really love everybody. Like your coworkers get you and you get them. It's cool vibes. It's a place where you all understand each other. Happy home, happy hearth, happy family. I see you feeling stuck, though. I see the universe getting involved, trying to show you you're not really stuck. But I digress. Let's start clarifying all this stuff. What is the Eight of Pentacles and the Tower? It's like almost you're ignoring this. You're like, okay, yeah, that fell apart, but it's all right. It's all right. It's fine. Let's just keep going. Like, what? What are you doing? For Saggy, please, the Tower and the Eight of Pentacles, please. You're like, okay, this is kind of funny. Hold on. Because the King of Wands came out again, the Empress, and the Two of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Something crashed and burned, guys. Something fell apart. It ended. It's like they took the body and they left. Why are you still there? It's a new dawn. It's a new day. Done. All right? If it's not done, it's going to be done in a minute. But I see you torn, not knowing what to do. Should I go this way or that way? This person or that person? Should I go to this job or that job? You're realizing your worth, your value, your goals, the things you want to bring into your life. That's why you're doing this Eight of Pentacles. Because at first I didn't understand what the hell you're doing while all this shit is burning down around you. You're still working towards your goal. Hashtag goals. Hashtag myself. Hashtag I want a family. Hashtag I want to bring in kids. I don't think this partner's going to make it happen for me. Period. I want a business. I don't think this place is going to make it happen for me. has something to do with this fire individual. If they're not fire, there's somebody who's like you. Very passionate, very attracted to you. Chemistry, passion, all of the above. All the things that fire signs represent. What is the Page of Wands and the King of Wands? And so our Ten of Swords came out again. This time for real. And there it is. Right? Something, you're curious about something from your past. Something that had ended with somebody. I don't know if you're wondering what they're up to or if it can be resurrected from the dead. I don't know, but this king that's here, it's upright, so they're available to you. However, I don't know. They're attached to an ending, a crash and a burn. And this could be somebody you were married to, or there was an affair of some kind here. I don't know. There's something you guys aren't discussing. What is this Four of Pentacles, please, for Saggy? The thing that you're still holding on to, the person, the situation, the job, the whatever, the friendship, the gym membership, even though the gym's like falling apart. Just kidding. But it can be something as small as that. Six of Swords and Justice. The thing that you're holding on to. You're holding on to something where justice, by the way, when it's literal, it means court. So it's about being fair, balanced, honest. It's about all parties getting what they deserve. It's also karma correction. All right? It looks like you're mentally disengaging and you're moving on. You've already been through the worst, Saggy. This is the other end. There's nothing to hold on to. You left the hardest part of it all, right? A lot of you guys, I don't know if this is about marriage or divorce, but I see you trying to do a U-turn. If it's not you, then it's your person. You're trying to do a U-turn to this. But I see the universe is trying to offer you something brand new. Let me see. That's in the advice. You don't have to take it. You, by all means, can repeat a pattern. Date the same person. Take the same shitty job. Deal with the same assholes. Or, you know, keep your welcome mat out there to keep being used. It's up to you. Ace of Pentacles. It's an old notion. It's an old idea. It's an old foundation. It's an old something that you're holding on to and you're wondering about it. And I don't know, because the universe is definitely trying to launch you into a new direction. See, there's a 10 of Wands. I don't know what you're about to give up on, but don't. There's something new coming in. Whatever you do, don't be sneaky. All right? Because then this justice is going to turn upside down on your ass, and you don't want that, Sag. Make sure you do what's right for all involved. But I feel like whoever left is trying to go back. What is the 10 of Cups? Please clarify. But meanwhile, it's weird that the universe is encouraging you to do some solid new start. Unless it's being offered that way. Unless it was flaky before, Sag. And now this person is coming in and said, I want to get married. I want to get engaged. That's solid. Or somebody that was a lover or non-committal and they're like, no, I want to be in a relationship. Let me introduce you to my family. That's solid. This is the solid shit I'm talking about. That's a new job offer, but it's new. It's new. So what you make of it is what you will. And that is the advice it's encouraging you to do. 10 of Cups, please. You know, the World card was trying to come out. Instead, you got another major arcana that I'm not a fan of. It is the Devil. And whatever's going on here with the Devil, it is toxic. It's the shit we do to ourselves. It's the crap that we say to ourselves. What am I doing? Am I stupid? What else am I going to find out there? Maybe not. No, maybe let me just take less than I deserve. Let me just take less money for this job that I deserve because I'm not thinking I'm qualified. Let me take on this bullshit from the other person that keeps dishing out to me in my relationship because I think that's what I won't find better. That's all nonsense, Sag. Nonsense. But there's something toxic here that's got you and maybe a lover or another person or a situation chained together. And it's not healthy. It's not good. Look, what's going to happen is you're eventually going to do a timeout, a big one, so you can make a wise choice. You're going to eventually move on. I mean, I could speed up the process for you. But it is a process. Because this is a weekly reading, and we got to take it week by week. So come back next week to see how this progresses. What are we reading in the extended spirit? Yes, we are. We're going to talk about honeymoon. And it's not what you guys think it is. All right? And trust. It is definitely not what you think it is. I will explain in the extended why honeymoon and trust is there. But before we go, I want to do one oracle card. Where's the bookie? There's no bookie. So, since there's no book and I don't know what happened to it, we have to do something else. Shadow and light for Sag. I find that interesting. Maybe it wasn't meant to be for you. Two, what'd you get? Appreciation and greed. Guys, please stay here. Let me read this to you because I think this is important. And fear and anxiety, less important, but I know what it's talking about. Fear and anxiety. Hi, this is the devil, by the way. All right, so I know what it's talking about here. If you can stick with me, a quick review so we can power through this would be good. You will benefit from this. I promise thee. All right. Even though it's kind of long. Appreciation and greed. Have you ever felt that you don't get enough verbal appreciation and positive feedback, yet you receive a lot of negative comments? It can feel lonely, like you're walking a long, hard road and dying for a drop of water to fill your empty cup of appreciation. In your search for that drop, you might miss out on an oasis you had changed your direction ever so slightly. My friends, that is the Eight of Cups going back. It's easy to get stuck in thinking pattern that focuses on what other people should be giving us and what we feel we deserve of, instead of lifting us up when we finally get it. The feeling of entitlement might take the edge off, but what we already thought we deserved. If you could turn your perspective around, you might find that it will bring you happiness and a feeling of importance. There might be a way to give yourself what you're missing to other people as well. Tell your loved ones what you would like to hear from them, such as, "You're beautiful. Thank you for caring so much. I understand how you feel. I'm so sorry I hurt you. I really appreciate that." Make sure you tell yourself the same things that you've been asking and wanting to hear yourself. Instead of waiting to receive it, looking from other people, you can fulfill yourself instead. Now, appreciation and greed. Yes, they go hand in hand, but fear and anxiety, that's the devil, and it was over your 10 of Cups. So that could be the thing that could debilitate you and a happy family and situation. So let me read this to you. Anxiety is often caused by a fear or worry about something that hasn't happened yet. It might never happen, or it might not happen in the way that you think it will. On the contrary, after the event has happened, regardless of how it turned out, your anxiety will most likely go away. So, the anxiety is not exactly related to the outcome, but the fact that the outcome is unknown to us. You might feel anxious if you have a crush on someone and you worry that they might not like you back. But as soon as that either confirm or reject you, the anxiousness goes away. Similarly, if you feel anxious about public speaking or doing performance in front of people, you worry about how it will go, but afterwards there's often a relief attached to it. Once you have acknowledged these things, see if there is anything you can do not to control the outcome, but to get clarity on the matter. Is there a way you can find certainty? This might involve asking your crush how they feel about you, bringing the problem to the person, to the friend, the colleague, or the lover. As you can see, easing anxiety often means facing your fear. finding your courage and taking action. So take the leap of faith and fly. That was amazing. All right, guys, that's what I have for you this week. Those who are members and who want to hear the extended, follow me to the next video. Others of you, I will see you next week.